The Lord of the Rings isn't about two midgets walking 9 billion miles to find a ring from a goblin. Because, I hear that some people think that, like Kevin. I think you're a little bit mistaken, buddy. I'm about to tell you, though, what it's all about. Hobbits are tiny little beings that frolic the land of the Shire in which they live in, and they're really cute and tiny, and they really have gross feet, and they're really hairy, which is kind of a turn-off, but it's whatever. Frodo Baggins is the main character. He brought along his gardener and friend, Sam, and he also brought his cousins, Pippin and Merry, and they play a huge part in the movie because they all help him get to the end. These little adventurous son-of-a-guns traveled with Aragorn, who is a human ranger, and Boromir, a human soldier, Gimli, the dwarf warrior, Legolas, an elfin archer. Legolas is sexy. And surely you've heard of the leader of the pack, Gandalf. He is mighty and awesome and just great altogether. Gandalf the Great, Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, well, you'll see. Listen. Then there are the nasty, nasty antagonists. Ew! The Dark Lord, who is the evil man full of mean and evil. He forged the One Ring in secret to control all the other rings of power. So, yeah, he's kind of a jerk, pretty much. There's a borderline evil, good little creature thing named Smeagol or Gollum. A lot of people think that I'm weird because I have pity for him because he's just like a little creepy cat thing. I mean, he's gross, but I feel bad for him, kinda. He formerly possessed a satanic ring and became obsessed with the possession of it, and the ring also gave him a freakishly long lifespan. I feel really sorry for the little guy. I mean, he's just confused and ugly. I mean, it's not like every ugly person is bad. I mean, he's not good, but whatever. You'll have to watch the movie, I guess. Alrighty, and now we can start the storyline. Yay! So this cracker decides to forge the One Ring to gain power over all the other rings held by leaders and men and elves and dwarves and everything. But he is defeated by some dude that starts with an eye who cuts off his ring and crap. And then a wee hobbit named Smeagol gets a hold of the precious ring and starts to transform into some awful creature known as Gollum. His name just had to change because he's not a hobbit anymore. Yeah. A hobbit named Bilbo Baggins finds the rings and hides it away. Bilbo, being the great person he is, gives the rings to Frodo, which is his nephew. And this is where Frodo gets torn into this huge little web of just adventure. Wise Gandalf the Grey knows about the ring's power and tells Frodo to scat out of the Shire. Frodo takes along his gardener, weird, Sam, and also his two cousins. Good, interesting stuff about the story that I don't want to discuss right now happens, and then they decide that the only way to rid the evil of the ring possesses is to destroy it by daintily tossing it into the Mount Doom in Mordor, where it was created. So, Frodo gets out of there, and then he takes along Gimli, Gandalf, Legolas, and Boromir. Like, some real crap happens, like, really intense stuff. Stuff that I can't even talk about right now because it'll just ruin the whole story for you, which is why you need to watch it. I'm going to leave some space in between where your creative mind can flow. Gandalf dies. Sweet, sweet, sweet Boromir. He's like, becomes obsessed with the ring because he has evil in his heart. He dies too. I mean, it's not really that big of a surprise because you can tell that if you have evil in your heart, you're going to die. I mean, Gandalf, well, he gets resurrected, which might ruin the story for you, but he does, and that's a great thing because he's the leader of the pack. I mean, leader of the pack, he can't die. Orcs attack and take Merry and Pippin, and they kidnap them, but I mean, luckily they escape, no surprise there. Oh, by the way, orcs are some nasty, freaking ugly creatures. They are disgusting. Like, the most unappealing, unattractive being you can ever see in your entire life. Like, they're vomit-worthy, pretty much. And then, bam, all of a sudden, Gandalf appears. He's, like, resurrected and now called Gandalf the White instead of Gandalf the Grey, because he was formerly called that. And then they all travel and keep on trucking to Mount Doom. Okay, so I'm really tired, and this is just going to be the end of this sweet, sweet, sweet video. And I think you get the gist of it. I mean, there's some really, really, really great storyline behind it. And pretty much the theme of it is great. It's like, too much power can cause a man to be evil. I mean, that's like a great theme, in my opinion. I mean, too much power can drive a man crazy. And that's pretty much what The Ring does. So I think it's a great theme, and you should watch it and check it out. And if you have watched it, then you should keep on watching it, because personally it's my favorite movie ever! Bye, Kevin. Sweet dreams!